Back to Josh Trade Wars, and today I'm going to teach you obviously about stocks again, but today I'm not going to just teach you on indicators or on candlesticks that you already know, not yet, but I'm going to teach more obviously. But for now, today I'm going to bring you a special video, an actual strategy. Now that you know how to trade, now that you know how to trade, what you need now is a day trading strategy. So to do that, I'm going to teach you my day trading strategy, and it's called the momentum strategy. All right, let's get on to part one. For the momentum strategy, what you need is a pullback, and I've taught you what a pullback is. So a pullback is when the stock goes up high, pulls back, makes a little dip by this red candle, and then climbs up higher. Now, to use this, you would actually want to buy as the first candle to make a new high. So right here, you can either buy here. So this candle made a new high, breaking this one right here, this low, and this is when you buy and climb up. Or you can play it safe on buy on this high. Now, me particularly, there's not a lot of risk on this area right here. Is where I use a stop loss, my risk. So really I would recommend you to use this as your buy. Now you can use this as a buy, but it's more riskier. Now to be less riskier, I would buy on this high. So this forms a new high. The low, you would use the low as your stop loss and as the high as your buy. This is when you buy, and then it keeps going up, indicating right here. Boom. Now see this candle right here broke the high right here. So that's when you buy, you're in, and then boom, you're out at this level or any other level you want to be. This is when I traded. So as you can see on this is the minute and this is the 15 seconds. So the 15 seconds is more a deeper analysis on the stock, and I use the 15 seconds a bit more since I'm a fast trader. I use the 15 seconds since it's 15 seconds of data, and that's just way quicker, and I don't have to wait the full minute, since a full minute feels like 5 minutes for me. But I have 15 seconds, so it's better. But as you can see on the middle right here, that a minute pullback form, it climbed all the way up. I was patient, waited for a pullback, and it climbed up higher, breaking the high right here, and that's why I got in. Another one is right here where you can actually see, and this is actually the 15 seconds. You can see about a position at $1.50, 1,000. It broke the high, so you can see right here. Now I could have got in right here, but it was just like it climbed up really high, so it just got in right here. But it doesn't matter. I got in, broke the high, and boom. So you can use this on the 5 minute, on the 15 seconds, or on the 1 minute. I recommend you to use this on the 1 minute since you're just getting started. But yeah, as you can see right here, got in and then got out, and then boom, right there, I was able to win money. Now I'm gonna show you my notes or my whole trading strategy. I showed you this before in my first ever video, so let's look through it again. It's a really long thing, very information. See, you can see right here, this is the 5 minute and this is the minute. So the 5 minute is equivalent to the 1 minute. You can see same for here. So this one candle right here is equivalent to right here. These are 10 candles, 10 minutes, and they form right here. 2 candles, 10-minute red, 2, so that's 10 minutes right there. So it's kind of basic math. So you can see right here, for 5 minutes it went down, and so 5 minute on the one candle is one candle. So you can see one candle is represented for 5 candles right here. 10 candles right here, since it's 1 minute, is represented for 2 candles since it's 5 minutes. So it's 5, 10, 2 candles right there. So it's a bit confusing, but also easier to understand. And these are pullbacks. They went up, went down, went all the way up, broke that high, went up, went down, broke that high, went up, and you buy or buy. The 5 minute being confirmation of the pullback, being the place to buy. All right, so yeah, that's everything right here. See a micro pullback on the 15 seconds. The 1 minute being confirmation on the micro pullback, being a place to buy, with the multi-chart confirmation giving a better confirmation on good entry buy. So you can see I use the 15 seconds, and the 1 to make a better confirmation, more reason to buy. And that's what you need. If you have a lot of reason to buy and there's a lot of good signals, then buy. That's trusting your strategy. You can see the 15 seconds and the 1 minute. See, we have other things. I showed you this before, but I'm going to have to make video by video by video, part by part, to really show you how it's done. But for now, I'm going to show you what stocks to trade. Now, when looking for stocks, you don't want to just trade any stock, any stock with this strategy. I see that this strategy works better on these kind of stocks, on 3, 4, 5, 6 criterias for you to trade the stock. Oh wait, Sorry, 7 criterias. Yeah, 7 criterias. So criteria number 1, the stock that opened higher to when it closed the day before. So if the stock closed down $1 and opened at $3, boom, confirm. That's good. That's good right there. That's number 1. The stock has to have news on why it opened higher the day before. Check if bad news or if good news. This creates a lot of demand. So hey, if I'm shouting something good, people are gonna come to it. But if I'm shouting something bad, people are gonna go away from it. So that's why you gotta check the news. If it has news, a lot of people are gonna come to it. But if it's bad news, a lot of people are gonna say are either abandoning it or sell on it. And I don't want to buy when it's selling. I want to buy when it's going up, when there's good news. So that's criteria number 2. Criteria number 3, as to have a higher than a 20% gain percentage. So you see these stocks that have gained 2%, 3%, that's too little. It's not moving as much as I want. Yes, that stock is still moving, but it's not moving as much as I want. It's not moving a lot. I want to ride on the momentum. That's why I called a momentum strategy. I want to ride on the momentum going up. So if it has a 20% gain percentage, you know that stock has been going up. Number 4, volume has to have 1 to 20 million. It's okay if it's a little bit higher, but as you know what volume is. I taught you what volume is, and you have to check if that stock has volume. Now, the way to do that is to either go to the stock or go to the site, and I'm gonna show you that real quick after I get to these criteria in a moment. Now, the price of that stock has to be $1 to $20. See, because if I buy a stock that's 200, I'm not gonna have enough money to buy more shares. It's all about shares. If you're buying a lot of shares, you're also getting a lot. But if you're not buying as much shares, then you're also not gaining a lot. And since the stock has little cost, I can buy a lot of shares. And since the stock is going up a lot, each share is being multiplied, and I bought a lot more shares. So I'm getting a lot more money off of this strategy. And stocks with $1 to $20 or even 30, but I stick to 1 to 20. They tend to move a lot more. That's where they have like a 40% on the day, 100%, even 500%. I've seen stocks that gone up to 1,000%. But yeah, that's number 5. Number 6, the float has to be under 20 million. Under 10 million is the best. Like under 10 million is where I want it to hit, but it has to have under 20 million. If it has above, there's too many, like it's just too many shares available. Like it's just not where the criteria for this momentum strategy fits. And then we have the float. The float, I want it to be less than a 0.4% of 0.4 cent spread. So remember, on the level 2, you check the level 2 and you check that it has a less than a 0.4 cent spread. Now this is important so that it can move up higher. All right. So now, if the stock you're looking at doesn't fit all the criteria, say only 5 out of 7, you can still trade that stock, but I recommend you to be careful. In a later video, I'm going to show you how I set these up, how I set the stocks up when I see them, and I'm going to show you right now how I find these stocks now. Now this is Webull, as you can see right here. I don't have the level 2 right now at the moment, but this is stocks I was looking at, I'm pretty sure on Monday or on Friday. I can't really remember. I'm pretty sure it was Monday. But yeah, these are the stocks I was looking at Monday. I didn't get the opportunity to trade today. But yeah, as you can see, I was putting lines. I was analyzing them. So let's go back to it. You can see right here, yeah, analyzing. And this stock just did bad. It went up, then went bad. So as you can see, it went up. This is a 5 minute. So if we go in a minute, you can see that it surged up really high and made a pullback, and yeah. But to find these stocks, what I do is I go into market, see what's going up. See, this doesn't have a price range of 1 to 20. This is 0.2, so I'm not going to try that. This, however, is a $2 stock, so I'm going to tap on it, go into watch list, and as you can see right here, I can check on the volume. So GRO is a 30 volume, so it's okay if it has a little bit higher, so I will still trade it. And we check the flow, and the flow is 33 million. Now that's not ideal, so since it doesn't hit all of my criterias, I would click the 3 buttons right here and click either purple or green. Now I have to check if it has news and a big move. Now, as you can see right here, if we go into the stock, it did seem to have a big move, and it does have news. So for me, I'll put it on green. If it hits all of my criterias, I'll put it on blue. If it hits 5 or 6 out of 7 on my criterias, I'll put it on green. If it hits 4 to 3 of my criterias, purple. If it hits 1 to 2 of my criterias, orange. And blue just means a really good setup, best setup. Green means it's a good setup, just to keep an eye on it, just be careful. Purple is a just to be very, very careful. Not the ideal setup, but still a little bit. And orange means I wouldn't trade at all. So that, yeah, that's how I find my strategies, and I hope you learn from this and you can do the same. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you. And if you like the video, please comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next day, on the next video. Bye.